The man had only come to the mental hospital to break his addiction, but he didn't want to be treated as a mental patient by the director. The man explains that he's not mentally ill, but the director said that everyone here said they were not sick. The man was so speechless that he let the doctor put him in the psychiatric ward. The man's name was House, and he was a doctor in one of the world's leading diagnostic departments, but he was unable to cure his leg pain and had to live with a lot of painkillers every day. He became addicted to painkillers and eventually hallucinated a lot. His best friend had to put him in a psychiatric hospital to break his dependence on painkillers. Every time he relapsed, he felt like his legs were in excruciating pain. His body felt like it was being hacked by a million ants, and after countless days and nights of torture, House finally started to get better. He felt the pain in his legs subside dramatically, and the violent vomiting from withdrawal was gone. So House was ready to pack his bags and leave. But just as House asked the nurse's desk to leave, the nurse said that Dr. Nolan, the head of the hospital, had instructed that if House wanted to be discharged, he'd have to ask his permission. So House went straight to the dean's office. He said that he was clean and that his hallucinations were gone, so he wanted Dr. Nolan to let him go. Nolan said that House had come here voluntarily, so, by the rules, he can leave anytime he wants. But he didn't think that House's mental illness was caused by the painkillers, because House has been on painkillers for 10 years. He's never had any symptoms other than narcissism and self-righteousness. But since the death of his father and the deaths of 2 of his men, that's when House started experiencing hallucinations and insomnia. So he recommended that House be transferred to their long-term inpatient unit for psychiatric treatment. But how could House, who never liked being controlled by others, stay here? He refused Nolan's suggestion and left the place. But Nolan said that if House didn't get his own recommendation, he wouldn't be able to get his license back. Not only did House love being a doctor, but more importantly, as a cripple, he couldn't find a better job to make ends meet.